So today's tip is kind of less than a tip. It's just some thoughts on the value of sharing a story and why it's so important. Because I know when I was stuck in that place of didn't think I had a story because my story was so boring and who would want to hear it, that I probably didn't fully appreciate the value of sharing stories for me as much as for anybody else. So I think it's fairly obvious if you've ever sat listening to a speaker who uses stories, the benefit for the audience. It makes the presentation easy to listen to. It makes it usually more entertaining and often makes it more memorable. So those are the reasons for the audience. But for you as the speaker and for you as a business person, there are also some real values. When you share a story, a personal story, even if it's one of those what I call a micro story or an ordinary everyday story, it tells the audience a little bit about you as the human being behind the presenter, behind the business. And generally speaking, that will make you a little bit more vulnerable and therefore a bit more approachable. So all of those reasons are important. And it also sets you apart. Now, whilst we all like to think we bring something different to the world, the reality is that there are many, many other people doing something pretty similar, if not exactly the same as we do. And that's the same for you, but nobody does it exactly as you do it, and nobody has come to be doing it in exactly the same way. And sharing a little bit about your story of how you came to be doing what you're doing, plus all your other stories that make you who you are, can again be part of your brand, part of the business brand and part of your personal brand. So again, that sets you apart. It helps your audience decide, do they want to come to you for the services that you offer, or are they going to go to one of their competitors who they just resonate better with? And that's often what it comes down to. But I think too, there's often a hidden power in sharing stories. And I know this applied to me too, that once I realized the value of my journey to becoming to do what I do and what makes me, what gives me the expertise, and I'm not necessarily here talking about paper qualifications. I'm certainly not in my own case, and depending on what you do, it might not be the paper qualifications that add the value, but everything else that you've done that has gone into your expertise, your wisdom, your experience that makes you able to offer the service that you do. And I think sharing your story is a really good way of reminding you of that. So I hope that's helpful and got you thinking more about how important it is for you to share those stories. And if I can help you find them and craft them, then please get in touch.